It is Adam Johnson and Angie Hutcherson.
Hi.
Thanks for coming in today, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us. Always good to be here in studio at Cable 10.
Yeah,
It's good to see you guys.
We'd love to have you. It feels like spring.
Spring sports season.
The professional baseball players are knocking the ball around down in Florida and Arizona. We're opening day, right around the corner. When everybody has a chance to, have a fresh season. It's like that here.
Clean slate.
In Frankfurt too, right? We've got youth baseball is coming up, and it's same but slightly different, right? And we want to kind of let everybody know what's going on.
It is, and it always feels like spring to me that first week when the time changes and we're all super tired, but the sun's out and we want to stay up later.
Right. So true.
Also, Kathy, you're totally right. Peanut butter patties.
Yeah,
that's the only cookie to go for. I know I'm getting off track.
No, we're here for it.
Peanut butter patties. If any of you Girl Scouts out there have more peanut butter patties in stock, please come see me.
You know where to go.
Yes.
Anyways, baseball, softball. Last time we were here, Whitney Allison and I joined the show, and we talked about how we had kind of formed the board of directors for the Franklin County Youth Sports Association. Well, we have formed that board, and we are up and running. Baseball, softball will start in the next few weeks. We have a showcase scheduled for March 29th at East Frankfort Park.
Okay, what does that mean?
The athletes will show up that day, and we will evaluate them based on skill.
Okay.
It's so that we can be a more competitive league, so that each team is equal and even. And we're having a showcase so that we can, let them all show up and put them on a team that's competitive.
Gotcha.
Our main goal here is to have a safe, fun, competitive environment for everyone, and
some balance helps
out the teams, and just make it more fun for everyone.
Okay. And everybody gets to play.
Everybody gets to play.
You're not sending anybody home and saying,
not sending anybody home. No.
Okay.
This is a recreational, instructional environment, and we want as many kids as possible to be part of it.
Yeah.
So obviously registration open now. You'd love folks to go ahead and get registered today. And then they show up for the draft showcase. Are there time periods for different ages, and that information all available when you go through the registration process?
So the baseball portion of the showcase will begin at 10 a.m. at East Frankfort Park. We've designated the first hour for the Coach Pitch League. Okay. But honestly, people can show up, and we're going to put them through the skills competition. Not competition, but through the showcase evaluation portion.
Softball will start at 2 same day.
And how long? I mean, you're not doing each kid's not doing an hour of drills.
20 minutes, is that what we thought? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe. It depends on how many we have in each group.
It will not take long, but people that have registered will get an email with more information the week prior to the showcase. So those of you that have registered already, keep an eye out for that. I've also been contacting people that have started registration and not completed it yet to just kind of put a personal touch on it and say, hey, we're here. We would like you to sign up and play and join our league.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure there's questions that people might have with the change, right? And, you guys are here to answer those questions if they need to.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
What are some of the more common ones that people have come to you guys with?
So one of the main things that I've heard is, is this going to be like travel ball? Basically, people think it's a travel ball league.
It's got a different name. It feels
it's
like it's a more... Right.
So traditionally, as we all know, the league has been run by Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
Some people that have been involved in that, Jody Heller, Nathan Campbell, Jeff McDonald, those guys have all done a great job throughout the years.
It's a great base.
When the city decided to look into exploring an association model, we're seeking volunteers to help with that because it's a big effort and
in a lot of ways it's apparent
we're trying to build on what has been in place before and just find ways to tweak it and do things a little differently. We've chartered with Little League, so those of you that remember when we were a Cal Ripken League in Frankfurt, we're kind of going back to that being part of one of the larger groups instead of just being completely independent like we have been the past couple years.
Okay.
And so does that mean that, I'm sorry, were you going to?
No, I was just going to say, so it's really community run. I mean, member run.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's all community based.
Yeah. And we need good people to come out and help.
Yes.
Like, I cannot stress that enough. We need good people to come out and help with this. We can't do it all on our own. We need coaches. We need scorekeepers. We need people that raise their hand if they're crazy like me and say, "Hey, I want to umpire." We need those people too.
Anything like
it's going to take a lot of us. Businesses out there, if you would like to sponsor a team, we have sponsorships available. So anyone listening out there, have your name on attached to a team. There's going to be a lot of, I think, goodwill generated by that.
Sure,
we plan on, this is a true community effort. I mean, we're a nonprofit organization.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys aren't getting rich off of this. This is everybody.
Absolutely not.
You're
It's all
throwing
volunteer, based on volunteers.
Exactly.
But we need people in the community to come out and support what we're trying to do. Everyone always complains that there's nothing for kids to do in Frankfurt, and we're trying to fill one of those gaps and kind of grow this thing and make it into something that we can all be proud of.
Well, I feel like one of the things that we talked about with the association model, sort of when we initially talked about it, was the local kind of more control with the members, like the participants. Like, not that the city did a great job, but they were the ones that were running it. And like, if you get into the association model, it's like the people that are using it, that are playing, that are doing all that, you are the ones that are helping stand this up. And,
right. It's a little more nimble.
Yeah.
The city, they've done a fantastic job, but they can only do so much. Like, they have, limited staff to do some of the things that we're trying to do. Like, we're trying to put in some curriculum for kids to teach baseball beyond that one practice a week, one game a week mentality.
Right.
Which, has worked for Frankfurt as far as having something to do, but we're just trying to expand it a little bit.
Yeah.
I would think the more sort of volunteers you get, the more people, then the more stuff you can do, right?
Yes,
you get bigger
absolutely.
ideas and bigger.
Absolutely.
So.
And we're wanting, to each team to be taught at the same level. Every team will offer the same skill set at a certain age, and we need lots of people to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So that each athlete has the ability to advance and learn the skills and move on if they want to the next level.
So how does somebody become involved? What do they need to do?
So you can get plugged in on our website, ffysa.org. There is both the application for playing in the league, and you can sign up to be a volunteer through there. But just reach out to one of us. We'll get you hooked up in the right place.
And if somebody's like, I've never coached baseball, I didn't even really play when I was a kid, I can't be a coach.
Can you hurt a group of 3 and 4 year olds onto a baseball field to teach them how to hand a bat?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Can you give high fives?
If you can control that
fives.
chaos, we want you. We want everyone that
and even if you
has the patience to do it.
I mean, the thing I've found, and I haven't done a lot of coaching, but even at younger ages, it's like really the more people you can get involved, the better, because then it's like you're really just kind of keeping them.
You can accomplish a lot more in a given amount of time.
Right.
The more
it's
people
not just
you
one
have.
guy chasing them all around.
Right.
If you can get some assistant coaches and
Now, one benefit that Little League
Triangulate.
absolutely yes.
Yes.
One benefit that Little League does offer us is we can background check all our volunteers.
Okay,
Yes.
that's
So,
great.
that way we know everyone that's out there has been cleared, is a safe person to be out there. Everyone will go through an abuse awareness training program. It's not very long. I took it and completed it,
They
but
have
it's
good
just
intentions.
Yeah, no,
something
but
so that
it's
they,
good.
we're not going to have people out there that we don't know what
Right.
could be out there.
Right.
So,
Bad intentions.
exactly.
So we're recruiting coaches. You guys also need folks to be umpires for baseball and softball. Can you do both? Is it a different knowledge set, or
You can do both.
Okay. Most people go one way or the other?
Most people go one way or the other.
Okay.
Baseball, softball umpires tend to be kind of a different breed sometimes, and that's
Okay.
not a bad thing. That's just the way it is. They're
Yeah.
just different. But we want anyone that has ever even thought about, that'd be fun to do. I've got
Yeah.
a training program that I can put them through, and it teaches them everything they need to know. We're going to have a couple umpire clinics here coming up. Look for some more info on that soon with some dates. But
And I'm certain that you guys will be reinforcing with all your parents and coaches how important it is to treat your umpires and referees very well, right? 'Cause
Respectfully.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is
Set a
sort of
good
the
example.
golden rule for
Absolutely.
youth sports, right?
that is true, and it's a problem that we're seeing across all youth sports.
Yes.
Just increased kind of increased awareness of the abuse that officials go through, and so that's a big thing of mine.
Yeah.
I like to joke around with people that I will gladly get on the PA and tell the parents where they can go if they keep talking to the umpires.
Yeah.
But that's not a joke. I've done it.
No.
So,
Yeah, that's how it has to be. It's unfortunate, but it's totally. We've been in Woodford County youth soccer, and the commissioner has been zero tolerance for
Soccer's the worst.
parental, you know, and
for parents.
He's like, it's on you as a coach to make sure your parents are behaving. If you don't, then I will come and kick them out.
Yeah.
Period.
Good for
It's
him.
like,
That's good.
So I hope that you guys can, maybe not to that level, but it's important because then it's these kids or younger people that want to be involved in umpiring, refereeing. It's like
The average age of a umpire across high school sports in the country is 58 years old.
so
yeah.
that's not sustainable, right?
It's not sustainable. You have to get new people
We have
involved.
to get
So.
younger.
And
Okay.
respect them.
Right.
Yes.
Well, it's like
Yes.
they're doing the best they can. We're all
Right.
humans. We make mistakes. There's no
Right.
robots out there.
I saw there's a league in Wisconsin that puts green armbands on their minor officials. So if they're under 18, they wear a green armband
Oh.
so that people, these
That's
adults
cool.
know they're dealing with
That
a
there's
minor.
kid with
So
them.
Yeah.
and learning how to do this, like we all had to learn at some
Right.
point.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, so coaches, umpires, and we mentioned sponsors. There's going to be opportunities for folks to put their business name on a jersey. Is that new? Have you all
Well,
had
this
that
year,
before?
like
I'm
for
sorry, I
this
didn't mean to-
season, no, you're fine. I don't know that we'll be able to do that
Okay.
because of the turnaround.
Sure.
But by fall,
Okay.
we're hoping to be able to do that.
Okay.
But definitely for our postseason,
Okay.
they will have the opportunity because Little League has all stars. They compete regionally, they compete statewide, and even nationally. So we will have the opportunity to
have
put the
sponsorship for
names
that.
on those uniforms. For the league this year, we're thinking maybe a banner might work best
Yeah.
to start with, and move on from there. But
And we were
What are your
we were
thoughts?
talking about Pie Day, coming
Right.
up Friday.
Yeah.
So the Da Vinci's Dodgers, the Pizza Inn Pirates, and the
Right.
Buddies Blue Sox. I don't know. I'm just calling you guys out first.
I like it. And so, like you mentioned with the postseason, so then there's going to be opportunities for the kids to go on and play,
Yes.
represent Frankfurt in
Yes.
the Little League
Yes.
system, right? That's
Yes.
super exciting.
At all ages, I think we can do 7U, 8U, 9U, 10U, 11 and 12, 13 to 16. They will be able to participate.
Oh,
You know,
okay. Wow.
That's awesome.
in an all-star game.
Yeah.
If they're chosen.
Yeah.
So
And that is something we've been missing for the past few
Yeah.
years here is kind of that team that can represent Frankfurt
Right.
to a larger group,
Yeah.
especially if we have some success.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Anything else that we want to? And I mean, so when you register, please go register your children, and then at the same time, go register yourself.
yourself.
Either coach or volunteer, or do
Yeah.
anything
Absolutely.
you can to help.
Yes.
And anything else we want to remind everybody? March 29th is the evaluation, the showcase.
March 29th is for the coach pitch in minor leagues.
Okay.
We will have a separate evaluation on April 19th for
For
major
major
leagues.
Okay. And what are our ages?
So
go
this
up
is
to?
basically 7 to 10-year-olds.
Okay.
Is the
7, 10, 7,
So we have-
11.
But what's
yeah.
the major leagues goes up to?
Major League is 11 and 12. And
Okay.
we do
Well-
have an option for 10.
Our major
10 to
league
play up.
softball is 11 to 16.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes,
Got it.
It's a different age group there. Yes.
Okay. FFYSA.
FFYSA.org.
Okay. And well, I just so much appreciate what you guys do because I know how much hard work you put into it and
It's a
how
lot of-
thankless
yeah.
it is.
Logistics.
Yeah.
And then you're relying on other people
Yeah.
to help out. That's stressful.
Trying to motivate. I know.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we're appreciative of it. Anything else y'all want to make sure that we touch on before we roll out? Angie, do you have a Girl Scout cookie preference?
Thin mints.
Thin Mints is the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's going to be the GOAT, I think, for most people. All right. Well, thanks, guys, again. Adam Johnson, the baseball commissioner, and Angie Hutcherson, the softball commissioner with the Frankfurt Youth Sports Association.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right? Spring baseball is happening, plans for fall, and then you got other sports? We talking other sports yet, or?
We're trying to get baseball, softball off the ground first before we. So the plan.
Let me expand.
The plan eventually is yes to have
Right.
other sports offerings. hopefully
let's
people
get
have
this
a good
going.
experience with us this spring and fall, and we go from there.
Move on.
Okay.
from there.
Awesome.
Well, we'll definitely remind folks about this because I think it's great, and we want you to be super successful.
Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you.
and we
For
appreciate you
We
guys
really
giving us the
appreciate it.
platform to come on and talk about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Anytime. Come on back.
I'll be back.